Hi everyone, Sandra here from the website waha.com, your life coach. And tonight I have with me my friend and client whose voice you're going to hear. You're not going to see his face, I'm not letting you. So here with us is Joan. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Hi,
Yes.
Joa.
Hello. Yes, it's João.
Joan. Okay, I'm learning. He is
Almost good.
Portuguese, and we had one session so far, and I asked him to do this live session so that you get some kind of feeling how it looks like when you are in a session with me, online session with me. So hi Joanne again.
Hi.
Last time I tried to explain some things. Oh, I forgot to mention that he has some previous knowledge about self-help work, that he was through some experiences, like, what did you call it?
I do Reiki,
Reiki.
and I practice shamanism, some kind of.
He is going to be our new shaman. So as much as he learns from me, I can learn from him, which is usually how it goes. Usually the student becomes a teacher and teacher becomes a student, or is a student at the same time. So Joe, you have some questions for tonight so we can tell something to these people?
Well, actually, the the questions that I have, it's some questions that are in my head about my future that I'm a little confused.
Okay.
It's like I'm ending my volunteering program in August, and I'm having some job proposals
Okay.
for starting in August. But at the same time, I want to go again to do the Santiago Way and travel.
That's
more.
great. For those who don't know, let's explain what Santiago Way is. That's how we met.
Yeah, it's a peregrination to Santiago de Compostela,
Monastery.
doing by every type of people, young, adults, religious, not religious, for different purposes. Someone go for religious purposes, and other people goes to inner discovery or just for adventure, everything.
But whoever is going because of some kind of spiritual experience, right?
Even if people says they are not looking for it, I believe that they are looking for it.
They get some answers anyway.
Yes.
So you're wondering what about your new job?
I had some interviews, and they liked me. My question is not a question to you, but it's only
You are wondering,
I'm
yes, I
getting
understand.
confused about what I shall do, because for one side, if I start to work, the proposals are good, and I can have a great career. In other way, I
Tell
think,
me something. Tell me something. Any of those proposals are the same way of what I'm asking is it the same conditions, like in a way of you're going to be paid as much, and what's the difference between those jobs?
Uh, you mean between?
Between those offers you got?
Um, for now, it's only the countries, because one is for Czech Republic, another is for Slovakia, another is for Poland. The money is
What's the
almost
second
the
country?
same.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
The biggest difference is the countries,
Yes, but
because
what's the second country? I heard
Czech Republic, Slovakia,
Slovakia, yeah.
and Poland. Um, but the money is almost the same, because I'm asking the same for every country.
Yes, but you told me before that you start this moving out of Portugal because you
For
wanted
traveling,
to travel the world. But
right?
now, since you are in Poland for some time, did anything change? Would you like to stay in Poland?
Actually, I want to continue to travel, but I will not have money for everything, so I can uh, I can travel, uh, doing doing things like couch surfing, uh, for have a host in other people's for free, or doing some volunteering job around everywhere. There is some platforms online for this. For
Mm-hmm.
example, working 2 weeks in a place in exchange for food and hosting. I can do like this, or I can have a full-time work during half a year or 1 year, then take all the money and go to travel again. But I'm
Okay,
really
okay, let's
confused.
stop it. Let's go back to the subject. What I'm interested in, which of those countries that you may go to work next sounds most exciting for you? Do you have,
Mm,
when you think
I
of
just
any of
I
those
just
countries,
know
do you have
Poland.
some nice feeling inside of you that gives you like enthusiasm to go over there?
Poland, I like. I am living in Poland, and I like the country. About the other two, I never been there. I am going to Czech Republic now in June, and Slovakia maybe in July. I don't know, but maybe Czech Republic and Poland are
The
the
first
most
choices.
multicultural countries. That's
Mm-hmm.
one thing that really interests me, um, because I want to grow my communication skills and language skills with Spanish and Italian and English. Yes,
You
Slovakia
think
is
in
also
Czechoslovakia
multicultural,
you
but
will have
it's
a, so excuse me, you think in Czech Republic you have opportunity to learn more languages? There are more different
maybe
cultures there?
because I think it has a lot of foreign people living there, at least in Prague and Brno.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I understand.
Also in Slovakia, it's in Bratislava. It's the capital, but it's a smaller city. But anyway, I think
Bratislava
also
is a very nice city. I used to live there for 4 months, so it's a nice city. But what I'm asking you, how you now you are telling me that you want to go and check those countries, but I'm not asking you about that. I'm asking you about your feeling. Is your feeling about when you think about those three countries?
my
At
feeling is also the most wild, and my feeling is go travel without money, and you will find anything for do it.
so
But at
you
the same
would,
time, I'm 20. I am almost 28, and I must start to think about have a full-time job or not. I don't know.
why you think you would have to?
I don't have to, but
By the
I
way, to
should.
tell other viewers, uh, tell them what you do for living.
Now I am doing volunteering, and I only do
I'm
freelance
asking about your
websites.
main profession.
I am a web developer.
So you can work anywhere around the world for any company. You can work for US company while you are in Poland, or you can work for Poland company while you are in USA, right?
Actually, yes, but not so many companies accept this kind of workers. But I have a friend that works from home. It's a possibility, yes.
Mm-hmm. So the point is just the country, not the job.
Mm, These companies, they wanted me to work in the office, but another thing is maybe I can look for a job working remotely.
Do you like to work in office?
No, I hate office.
So why you even consider those countries if you have to do work in office?
Because I thought about having some stability and the opportunities were really good, but I don't know. For me, the money is not everything, and
Okay. You mentioned stability. Why you think you need to change country to have stability?
not changing country. Yes, changing from Portugal because in Portugal it's um, at least I was not. I was feeling explored when I was in Portugal, and I feel that I can grow more in multicultural and environments and outside of my place because if I am not in Portugal, I'm outside of my comfort zone, and I think this can make me grow more as a person. This is
Okay,
really important for
let
me.
me ask you another thing. Do you know that saying anywhere you go, you bring yourself with you?
How?
Anywhere you go, no matter which country you are in, you're just changing territory, but you are the one that you bring with yourself. Do you
I'm
understand what
not
that
understanding.
means? It means that whenever you go, no matter which country you are in, uh, the conditions in that country depends on you, on what is inside of you. So
Yes, of course.
wherever you go, you bring yourself there, so it will be the same as in any other country. That's why we do self-help work, so that we change our circumstances. And changing circumstances doesn't depend on which country you are going to live in, but on how much you're going to change yourself.
Yes, of course. In Portugal, the difference was about I had my family and my friends there, and I'm
You
I
maybe
was feeling like
you felt like you are relying on them too much.
no. What I mean is when I was in Portugal, if for example if I had some problem, I knew that I had a lot of people there for me, or
That's what
I
I'm
was feeling
saying.
more comfortable.
That's what
And
I'm
being
saying.
in a new place alone, it's more challenging for me, and it will make me grow more as a person in this kind of situations.
But
Um,
then again, I have to go ask you back about Portugal. Why do you feel that you had to rely on them on helping you with your problems? Why couldn't you deal with your problems there by yourself, like you are doing now in Poland.
But how?
No, why? You could stay in Portugal and act like
Yes.
you don't have any friends, any relatives, and do things by your own, right?
Yes, but I also wanted to know more, because the world is really big, and I spent 27 years in Portugal, so I
So
want to know
what I'm
what is
asking
around.
you is it just about traveling and getting to know other countries and other cultures, or it has more to do with the fact that you had a feeling that you feel too comfortable in Portugal, in your own country?
I think it's everything together. Um, Traveling is one of my favorite things, and traveling and living in another country for some time, it will make me to know more deeply the traditions and the culture about this country. Um, and I think I like these kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, it makes me grow and have more experiences that I couldn't have in my own country. Because in my country, okay, of course, there is new things, but it's not the same as being in a new place. In a new place, everything is new. We are always discovering things, um, knowing people. It's really different, I think.
You think that in some way the change has to come from outside in order for you to change inside?
No, in that kind
It
of.
sounds like that, doesn't it?
No, I'm not saying that.
No, no,
Um,
I know you're not saying that, and I know
of
you
course, the
don't
change is from
think
inside.
like that, but it seems like you subconsciously think like that.
No,
Uh,
I don't want
in
to
order
change. I just want to be myself.
in order to grow, I need to change a country. In order to grow, I need to distance myself from the people that give me comfort zone.
No, I don't need that to grow, but I believe that um, it will it will help me to grow more and faster
Did it?
in the things that
Wait
I was
now.
looking
Now
for.
tell me, did it? You are in
Yes,
Poland for a year now, right?
yeah,
What did change?
a lot of things.
Tell me.
Um, I'm feeling more communicative, and every day less shy. Um, I'm feeling more confident. I'm
Let
feeling
me stop you there. Let me stop you there with that great sentence. I feel less shy. You know, I will tell you, guys, I have to tell you something. When I do these videos or talk to my clients, I usually give my own examples because people can learn from them. So for you, I'm going to give you an example now on my own. I told you before I lived in Slovakia for 4 months, sorry. I had no problem with my self-esteem when I was there. And yet, in my own country, I had a huge problem with self-esteem. So in my opinion, changing countries doesn't show at all if your self-esteem is bigger or not, you know? When you
because
uh, because you find yourself is in new circumstances, in with surrounded with new people that you don't give a not to say some other ugly word. You don't give a S to what they think about you, and you feel free like newborn. And I'm not sure that's so good for us, you know, in a sense of growing our self-esteem. It does help us. I'm not saying it does not help us. It shows us how we can be, which is
Actually,
great.
I think each experience is an experience. Everyone has a different experience, and with mine, now I am better with the self-esteem, but I must say that I spent a lot of difficult times here, because you know that in the past I had that problems with anxiety, panic attacks, and depression. And when I was in Portugal during 1 year and something, I was really good. Then I came to Poland, and I started to feel again like that. Then I realized that I was worrying about what people were thinking about me again. And you are saying that when we are in a new country, we don't give.
My
Care.
experience is like that. I'm telling you about my experiences.
Okay.
I lived in Paris a couple of months, in Slovakia a couple of months, and while I was in Paris and Slovakia, I didn't have panic attacks as I have in my own country.
For me, it's the opposite. I stopped to have in Portugal after doing the healing, my healing things, and I was really good. After coming to Poland, I was having some problems with my ex-girlfriend, and when she came to visit me, I started to have these panic attacks again. Then I was during maybe 2 weeks. I had fear to be inside of autobus and to be surrounded of people again.
Wait. Are you telling me that those panic attacks started with your girlfriend coming to Poland?
They started again, yes.
So it does have to do with Portugal and not Poland.
I think it was not only that.
Don't you think that she was? Wait a second. Don't you think that she may trigger something in your subconscious mind that reminds you of Portugal?
Of course.
So how did you?
It was everything together,
and tell me something. When she left, how did you feel?
When she left, after 1 week, we broke up. She broke up because of the distance. I was feeling really sad, but
relieved.
Yes, because I knew that it wasn't working with us, so I was sad.
Yes, and that you knew the Portugal and all the issues that I had there are behind me now. Did you have that feeling, Will?
About Portugal, no.
I mean that feeling.
What she made me to remember was, I thought that I was healed, completely healed, because I was 1 year really good. Then I realized that at any time, if we let the things come to us, in the bad sense, at any time I can be with panic attacks again. I realized that I need to protect myself every time, even when I am when I'm feeling good.
Wait. So now you are telling me that you realized that your panic attacks had something to do with what?
About the my I believe it's about my acceptance.
Of what?
What helped me was I started to practice Ho'oponopono and Reiki in myself and meditation. Um, and with Ho'oponopono, I practiced a lot of self.
Wait. I'm not asking you that. You just told a couple of minutes ago that uh, the reason for your panic attacks, if I understood good, that the reason for your panic attacks were that by having a panic attacks, you use them to protect yourself, right?
No, now I protect. I'm saying that I'm protecting myself every day during doing different techniques, uh, but principally I think it was about self-esteem and self-acceptance because I have these panic attacks when I was surrounded of people. For example, in a crowdly autobus, and I was worried about the people around of me. So
You were that it's called self. I was self-conscious. But did you, uh, since you were in the other country, and your girlfriend came, and you start having a panic attacks again, right?
yes, she triggered something.
She triggered, but what do you think she triggered? That's what I'm asking you. You know, all those techniques that you are using now, you say you are using techniques. He's using Ho'oponopono and Reiki healings. And he is using it as a protection. But what I'm talking about is not protection. If you are whole, if you are yourself, then you would not need a protection, right? So,
It
so
depends.
what do you think? Those panic attacks are very important for your life, you know. They are trying to tell you something. Uh, any fear is trying to tell you something. It's trying to tell you there is something here that you don't like and that you need to change. For me, in my experience and working with clients, panic attacks never come as a punishment or because you are weak or because you are bad or something like that. They come just to protect you from something that you cannot see that is better for you. Like I used to have to do something. It happened to me many times, but let's say one example. I'm supposed to go to court to fix some papers, and in the morning I get up and I get fears. Not a panic attacks, but just fear. And I was like, what the hell? And I'm thinking, well, I'm having a fear because I have to court, and my fear is not from the court, but my fear is because of a trip to the court. And I'm thinking, well, never mind, I'm going to take a pill and I'm going to do it. And then I go to court, and I come there, and they tell me, well, it will not be the hearing today. It's moved because someone didn't came up, didn't show up. And it happened to me a million times that my fear showed me that I shouldn't do something. And I couldn't listen to my fear because I was surrounded with people who are like, oh, this is how things should be done. You understand what I mean? So, when you think in this way, back, as I'm telling you, to the moment when your ex-girlfriend came to Poland, what do you think your do you have any feeling inside of you what your fear was trying to tell you or protect you from?
Um, I believe that she made me remember about the person that I was in the past, because
Okay, stop
4 years
there.
ago.
Okay, stop there. What is the person you were? What's so bad about the person you were?
Started 4 years ago.
Okay.
All this depression and panic attacks
Okay.
with another ex-girlfriend. We were 3 years together, and I was the type of person that wanted to always be good for her, even if I was not being myself. So
I don't understand what you're saying.
like I wanted to glad her in all the ways, even if I was not being myself. And she was.
You wanted to be something else for so that
No.
she likes you.
Yes, I wanted that she liked me, but I was not being myself.
And then you got the panic attacks.
Then I started to be.
To feel weak.
Yes, and she was kind of manipulating me.
Never mind it.
And
Never mind her. Never mind her.
don't.
Just look at yourself. So
Yes,
you
like I know
you
the
got
problem was mine. All the fault was mine
no.
because
There is no fault. That word forget. There is no fault. Your panic attacks just told you that this is not me and I don't want to be anything else but me. But the other thing, what they told you is people are not accepting me as I am, or girlfriends not accepting me as I am, or women don't accepting me as I am, right?
yeah.
So there is a problem. What do you think when you think about girls don't accept me or people don't accept me as I am? Does it bring any memory when that feeling, when you had that feeling for the first time or when you were young? Does it?
I remember the last dream that I had with my ex girlfriend. That girlfriend. Um, I dreamed in the past year that I was saying to her, I am another person now. If you want to accept me as I am, everything okay. If you don't accept me as I
That's what
am,
I'm saying. So let's go back to the beginning. I think I told you that before. All our beliefs we gather by the age of 3 or 5 from the people around us.
yeah, I remember what you
So
said.
we came now to the point that you got in that age, you got some kind of belief that people are not accepting you as you are. So can you, that when you think about that, uh, a feeling of not being accepted by others or by women, can you remember in the past when did you feel like that before all these girlfriends? Like when you were in a kindergarten, or when you were playing out with the kids, or when you're talking to your mother, or when you're talking to whoever you had around you when you were young, someone
Uh,
who didn't accept you as you are?
I think that I always wanted to be well accepted by everyone,
Yeah, that's true.
and to my
But
parents also.
do you think does that feeling about the girlfriend not accepting you remind you of your relationship with your parents
Mm,
or someone else who was around you when you were young?
I don't know. I think this maybe she made me remember about. Uh, she made me remember that I don't want to feel to
Unaccepted.
feel sick again. Um, that's why.
I understand what you're saying, but uh, your main what happened with that girlfriend? It's just outer effect. The reason for what happened with that girlfriend and for panic attacks, we came now to that belief. It's your belief about people or about women. Do you feel unaccepted with the man, with the male?
No.
So it we suppose that you got the negative belief in a sense of my women don't accept me as I am. Does that sound like your mother or your sister or aunt or whoever you were surrounded by when you were a kid?
Um, no, I think
How was it in a when you were in a grammar school, when you started school first time, like I know first, second, third grade? How did the girls treated you? The same?
yes.
So
I
it's
was
not.
I was feeling good. Yes, but
Guess what?
I think I never had problems to be integrated or. Uh, but I wanted to be.
You wanted to be accepted, right?
I, yeah, yes, I think.
So it's not
But I was accepted. But I wanted to be
allowed
for everyone.
to be more
Like
yourself. Did you want it to be allowed to be more yourself?
I don't know how to explain, but um,
When you were in, like, let's say, first or second grade in a school, did you feel you are yourself or that you are acting to so that everyone likes you?
I don't remember. But
Never mind. Just
what I want to what I'm trying to say is um, I everyone I think almost everyone liked me, but I wanted to like imagine you have two different persons, and one person wants you to do one thing, the other person wants you to do another thing, and you want to do both things, but you can't do at the same time. But you want to glad everyone. So that's how I was. I wanted to glad everyone, and sometimes the people were different, and I didn't know which one to choose like this. But sometimes I was worried about without motive because the people liked me.
so you can see from this discussion that it doesn't come from a time when you were in school. So it's you got that belief long before you were in school. You understand that now?
Uh-huh.
So you have to find out who was or who were those people that you got to believe that you have to be someone else in order to be accepted by people. And that's what I was asking you before. When you think about that feeling that people are not accepting you as you are, or that women are not accepting you as you are, does that remind you of someone or something in your childhood, early childhood? You don't have to remember the scene, you just remember the feeling.
I don't know, because actually now when someone doesn't accept me, I don't care. Uh, but
Yeah, but those people that you don't care, do they accept you or not? Those are not people you are so connected to, right?
yes, but I just connect the people that I am really connected. It's because
What about them?
I accept them, they accept me.
So you told me before you live with a girl as a friend, right?
You mean?
That the girl I saw in a picture?
Yes, she is also volunteer with me.
Okay, and she's your friend. Is she accepting you as you are?
Yes.
You see the difference? She's your friend, she's not your girlfriend.
Yeah.
With the girlfriend, there are more deeper feelings, right?
Yes, of course, but a girlfriend also has to accept.
Wait. I'm not talking about the girlfriend, I'm talking about you. So when you are in a relationship, either as a girlfriend or mother, father, someone very close to you, there are deeper feelings in action, right?
Yes.
And when those people are in question, you need to be accepted as you are, not as something they want you to be, right?
Yep.
So now you need to release. You got to believe when you were a kid, you were surrounded with people that gave you a feeling that you need to be something else, something that they would like you to be in order to accept you and to give their support. And now you reflecting that belief in your relationships, love relationships. You understand what I'm saying? Till you don't release that belief and change that belief that people you love don't accept you as who you are, but want to change you or want you to be something else, there is no change. You can go from relationship to relationship, and in every relationship, after maybe a month or so, you will get the same feeling that they are not accepting you as you are, but as that they demand of you to be as they want you to be. You understand what I'm saying?
More than less.
So in order for that to change, you need to change the belief which says people are not accepting me as I am. So you have to change that belief into a positive belief. Everyone accept me as I am. And the second thing you need to do is change belief about yourself, because most in most cases what happens is that we don't accept ourselves as we are, and that's why others cannot accept us as we are. Does that sound logical
Yes,
to you?
it's making It's making some sense, yes.
So if you want, we can do some exercises for that.
Okay.
Like first, we can do a forgiveness exercise to try to see where that belief comes from.
Okay.
And the other exercise is exercise with a mirror and those words that I told you to. I think I gave you last time those words that you should do as a mantra. I love and approve of myself. I deserve the best in this life.
Uh-huh.
I gave you those sentences, right?
If you I couldn't memorize. I remember you to say that, but I didn't write the sentences. So
Okay, remind me after this. I will. Well, you can you will have in this video. So the sentences are usually what I use is I love and approve of myself. I love and appreciate myself, and I deserve the best in life.
okay.
So those are those three sentences that I do. Like anytime I'm saying I, but I'm giving that to all my clients. Uh, our mind works all the time, you know that. All the time, our mind has some thoughts, and usually those thoughts are either about future or the past. So uh, there is no use of that because past is gone, future is not coming yet, and God knows what it's going to be in the future. So the best thing in that moment is to change those thoughts for these. I love and approve of myself. I appreciate myself. I deserve the best in life. I'm willing to change. That's another one that I like to use. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to forgive. I love and approve of myself. I appreciate myself and others. I deserve the best in life. Those are the sentences that you or anyone should always come back, because the source or the cause of all our problems in our lives is in these couple of sentences. So next time we will do these two exercises, or as people call techniques. I don't like word techniques because we all mix all kind of techniques in our self-growth work.
Uh-huh.
So the point
Okay.
of our conversation today is not your work, because work is something else. We came to the right point. The point was to change your belief about yourself that you're not good enough, so people don't accept you as you are.
Yes, it's incredible how the subject changes a lot.
But as we start to talk about work, that goes same for work. At work, no matter where you go and what you choose to do, it's not going to work if you don't change this. If you don't start to appreciate yourself, to approve yourself, to accept yourself as you are. So that reflects in every area of our lives, right?
Yeah.
So my advice for you, apart from what I just said, that we are going to do these exercises, about the job, now that you have dilemma about, is that you start doing these sentences that I just told you all the time. Of course, not when you are making something on a website or some web design, but when you, I don't know, when you take a shower, when you walk the streets, when you, I don't know, when you wash dishes. I use it when I wash dishes. I say I'm doing the mantra in my mind and saying I'm washing the mental dishes of my I'm washing my mental dishes. My mental dishes are perfectly clean, you know, and full of energy. So by doing a mantra in your head with these sentences, it will give you progress to any area of your life that you need, that you feel stuck. You understand what I mean?
Thank you. Yes.
So I think we are done for tonight.
Okay.
I give you those mantras, and to our watchers or people who watch this on YouTube, I hope that we managed to clear some things for you. And I'm sorry that this video was pretty long, because I want to ask him about something, to get to know him better. About this is our second session, so I still don't know him so good, and I need some details about his life so that I can determine which way to lead him to find out by himself what is in the middle of something. But I think we did a lot of things today, aren't we, João?
Yes, your words were really making sense to me, and
the main thing, tell me one main thing. Does this conversation, now that that is almost done, does it feel you more, how to say, less worried and more enthusiastic about yourself and life?
Yes, of course. Actually, also
more relaxed.
Also, on our first session, after I was thinking about the things that you told me, and it makes me think different, not different, but it makes me feel more confident about
that's the main point. That's the main point. Don't get me wrong, but I want to tell you and everyone else, for me, in my opinion, working with a life coach, the best what you can get from a life coach, or what makes you feel that some life coach is good for you, is if you, by the end of a conversation or a session or whatever, you get the feeling that someone supports you, someone is there for you in a sense of giving you comfort, not just like lying to you, like false comfort, but really give you some inner boost, in a sense of being content.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That's in my opinion, and that's what I'm getting from my clients. They all thank me not for what we change in their lives, but for that feeling of confidence that they get in themselves, and more trust for them, for life, and more enthusiasm for life.
Yes, and I am aware that also it must be there must be a lot of work from our side, because you can say a lot of words, and if we don't practice.
Yes, you have to do it. Yes, you have to practice it, but don't get overwhelmed with it, because these sentences that I just told you, they do everything, you know. Like you can work on. I was talking yesterday with my friend. I was talking about myself and something that I need to do about with my sixth chakra, and she was like, "Well, what are you going to do with that now?" And I said, "There are exercises for sixth chakra, but there are other chakras that has to be in a balance with the sixth chakra so that becomes reality." So it's not when we just start doing self-help work, it looks like overwhelming. There are so many issues we need to do work on, you know. But basically, it's a one and only issue, and that is, I'm good, I love and approve of myself and appreciate myself, and I deserve the best in life. And with those sentences, you somehow level everything in your life. And a sentence, I'm willing to change. That's a main thing. You understand what I mean?
Of course. It
Okay,
has to
and I
come
have
from
to.
the inside, I believe.
What?
When we say the sentences, it must be from our inside. We must feel what we are saying, of
No,
course.
no. Stop there. Stop there. Feel free to lie to yourself.
Yes?
If something comes up, like you say, I love and approve of myself, and then you think, how can I love and approve of myself when I did this or that? You stop and say, okay, that was in the past. That was then. This is now. Abraham Hicks. That was then. This is now. I love and approve of myself. You get back to the sentence. You just say, just accept the thought, negative thought that comes. Just accept it as, okay, that was then. This is now. I love and approve of myself. You understand?
Yes.
You cannot start feeling those sentences right away. No one can. You know? But by doing them on a purpose, by changing your thoughts on a purpose, I'm not going to think about this negative thing that I done. That was then. This is now. Now I love and approve of myself. That makes changes bit by bit, and not just bit by bit, but in a perfect way for us, because we all have some lessons to learn, and we cannot jump from first step to 10th right away, right? We have to go step by step, 1 2 3 4 up to 10. So even if you're lying, you feel like lying to yourself when saying I love and approve of myself, it's right the way you're supposed to be. Never mind, I'm lying to myself, but I'm going to believe that one day. I'm going to get to that third step in time. You understand what I mean?
Yes, I get it.
So just feel relaxed. Do those sentences as a mantra, and everything will be fine. Lie to yourself as much as you want, because it's working, you know. So there are no mistakes. I used to have on my wall, written on my wall, there are no mistakes in you in this universe. Everything works for the good. And I have to say something. You don't see me, but others do. You saw me smoking in this video, and I was doing it on a purpose, because I don't believe that cigarettes are killing us, but those negative beliefs about cigarettes. Okay?
Okay.
So we will talk some other time about and make appointment about those exercises and everything. And for you guys, I hope you will learn something from this and enjoy it. Till the next time, Sandra says bye. Mwah.
Thank you, Sandra.
You're welcome, honey.